your host for this interview. Know Your Entrepreneur is a digital platform where we talk to several entrepreneurs who tell us why they chose not to be stuck to the regular 9 to 5 and went ahead to do something different. They wanted to chase their passion. Today's interview is powered by Yoga. It is an online yoga platform combining the reach and teach of the digital technology with the classical form of yoga practice. It distinguishes itself from the other online yoga platforms in its structured, standardized, and simplified approach in building a customized routine for all the students engaged with it across the globe. Do wait for a giveaway at the end of this interview because we will be asking you a question based on the answers Shweta gives us here. And at the end, when you get the question, you can give us the answers in the comment section, and whatever answer Shweta likes the most, we will be giving away something to that particular person. So moving on with the interview. Momtastic Mondays is a special series where we interview moms who are also entrepreneurs. We call them mompreneurs. It is really difficult to be a mom and take care of the entire household. And for such moms to take care of the household as well as take care of the house and like work front together, they have to strike a balance, and how they do it is really something only they know. So that is why we have dedicated an entire series to mompreneurs who come and tell us in our interview how they manage both home front and work front. Today we are going to interview the co-founder of Molly Moo, which is Shweta Khurana. She founded Molly Moo along with her husband, and Molly Moo started with the concept of pure farm fresh ice cream with a complete range of flavors. Isn't it amazing? Let's get to know more about Molly Moo from Shweta herself. Hi Shweta, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sonal. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you.
Please tell us more about Molly Moo, how you founded it, how it all began.
Okay. So, see, the simple idea was always there. You know, once you are in your career, there is one thought which is always there that you are not going to live forever. So, create something which lives forever and to find something where the vacuum lies. You know, what is there that you feel in the society that is missing? You can't do everything, but just find a portion where you can add your inputs.
Right.
So that was the actual thought about Molly Moo. So being, you know, from corporate background, so me and my husband, we used to travel across various cities. So we stayed in Mumbai for a couple of years, Chennai, Pune. But the thought of creating something interesting, you know, which was lacking. So it always used to be there. So being, you know, Punjabis, we were really fond of eating a lot of ice cream. So always cribbing up. You know that when you travel abroad, you feel that there are a lot of options available. But then you will say, oh, wo wahan khaya tha, and that is the flavor that I miss.
Right.
And along with that, there is one very large segment which actually when we were, you know, at our teens, which we never realized. But then once you have your children, you feel that there is a big gap in, you know, a health range of ice creams.
Right.
So why there has to be a guilt associated
Right.
with the whatever you are eating? Why can't you have something which is actually healthy and still there is lesser amount of calorie content and more of nutrition added to it?
Yeah.
So once my children, you know, were growing up, I always used to feel that I need a place where I can take them without any guilt, and I don't have to stop them that, you know, you will not eat this, that this is a junk product or an unhealthy product. So the biggest challenge was to find the real gap in the market and then working upon it. So we moved to Jaipur in 2013. My husband was heading Airtel at that time for Rajasthan. And we really like the city as, you know, to settle as a home. So we really like the Jaipur city. So we decided that if you have to start some, you know, stuff of your own, ultimately you say 2-tier cities are always the best options,
Right.
where you can experiment a lot rather than, you know, doing it in metros.
Right.
So we chose Jaipur to be our home. Children were in, you know, by the time engaged in good schools, and we started working upon this concept. So not being much from food background, though I was into a catering business in Bombay, we realized it with a very fresh mind, you know, not hiring a consultant, not copying somebody was a bigger challenge.
Yeah.
So normally it happens that people know that this is
New to the table.
yeah. So just get everything that is new to your mind. So that is how the concept began. So hired a consultant, and we realized they tell you how to cut the cost, may add this will, make your pricing little lesser. So that also we chucked out. I said, let us work on making a product that is wonderful, amazing. The costing will follow later on.
Yeah.
And then it was about something which does not exist. There is a lot of market in India for fruit ice creams, but there is an equally large section for chocolates, which people miss. The new young generation is into chocolates,
Yeah.
artisan flavors, keto ice creams, vegan ice creams, zero
Yeah.
sugar.
The new
There is
trends are coming in.
yeah. So that was the thought, that was the gap that we found. The price bracket, it has to be pocket friendly. You can't just create something and then sell it for 200, 300, 400 rupees.
Right.
Because ultimately, if you don't have masses, it doesn't work.
Right.
So that was the gap where, the Mollymoo came from, with a perfect balance between the health and the taste. So that was our main motto.
So guys, Mollymoo is currently Jaipur based. They are planning on expanding their business, but I would suggest all our viewers in Jaipur to definitely go and check out Mollymoo because, well, she said it. It's health as well as taste, and who does not like ice cream? So, Shweta, tell me, you are a mom, which is why you are a part of our Momtastic Monday. So, we would like to know, how do you manage both the home front and the work front? Taking care of the kids is definitely a tough job in the beginning. With time, it gets easier. But then it is the same with an entrepreneurship. In the beginning, it is all, you have to do everything by yourself. You have to take care. Technically, it is your baby. Your venture is also your baby. So it is taking care of, it's as good as taking care of your own baby. So how do you manage both the fronts together?
You're absolutely right. So, at this stage, I would say, like, I have two daughters, two very pretty, gorgeous girls. So 16 and 13 years old. So, by the time we started Mollymoo, it is like, having another child. So nurturing a baby. So, 24 hours it is there in your mind and thought, and you're completely working on the future of Mollymoo.
Right.
So whereas to an extent, your children, they have their own minds, they have their own thought process, what they're going to follow in life. But this baby will completely become what we make it.
Right.
So there is
very well said, Shweta.
So even if you talk about in this business, the basic concept of our ice creams, there are many people who may be doing, the health stuff. There are many people who are doing tasty stuff. Ultimately, it is about creating the right balance between the health and the taste. Right? Same is in parenting. It is creating the right balance between your children and your work. So that is the thought, that is always there, and you feel that whatever you are doing, you have to balance between both. And what I realize as a mother is, it is not about what you tell them. It is all about what they see. If you're doing the right things, so we are telling them that we are making a wonderful product. So, it may be, it hasn't reached the level where we visualize it to be, but they know the vision, they know the effort, they know the, real truth behind it, the effort, genuine effort that we are putting. So once they see that, ultimately every child is going to be the shadow of what you are.
Right.
So I don't have to tell them in words. They see their father, they see their mother, they have seen the values in the family from their grandparents. So it eventually, comes to them. So it is not much of a task, and there is no recipe to it. So paneer butter masala is made in 100 different ways.
Right.
Each house has its own recipe.
Right.
So same is for the upbringing. So you have to find your own recipes where your tongue clicks and says it's perfect. So
very
that's
well said. Like, you've spoken like a true mom and an entrepreneur. So perfectly well for what an exact mix of a mompreneur is. So Shweta, tell us, like, what was your motivation behind starting Mollymoo? You said that it was because you wanted to fill in the gap that was there. Because ice cream was always associated with some or the other kind of guilt of indulgence. But then you wanted to fill that gap. But was there anything else that motivated you to start, like, to be an entrepreneur, to start your own venture?
Yeah, see, it is like, I belong to a family. So me and my husband, we are from a business background. So, but when I I was unmarried, I always used to say I will not marry a businessman because they have a very typical lifestyle of business, and there are no timings, and it is like dinners and parties. So I
Right.
want to get into corporate world. So thankfully, I got a great balance where my husband was from a corporate job and my in-laws had a good sound business family. But the moment you reach that
Bingo.
side of the grass, so you realize, no, now I want to go back there. So that grass is more fresher and greener. I again want to switch there. So actually, it was same concern for my husband also. He was doing fairly well in his job. He was heading Godrej for sales and marketing for the country. So he was at quite a senior profile. And I was doing well in my catering business. But that something of to create of your own,
Right.
something that gives you satisfaction, that something where I'm putting it so much of energy and mind. And I have
You're
much
living,
more.
living even after you die. When you make something that
Yes,
people remember you for even after you part ways, that is the
absolutely.
legacy that you leave behind.
Legacy. So he always used to say that what is there that we are going to leave behind? What is there that people are going to remember us? Not as maybe a CEO of some company. So I would really want, and it is also like contribution towards society.
Right.
So you do something not for a niche, you are doing something for masses. It is a transformation, a change. Like the compliment we get in Jaipur that you taught Jaipur people how to eat ice creams. So the ice cream market was smaller. Now it's become larger because of Molimu. People understand that what is quality stuff. So that is the transformation that we would actually want to see. So that was actually the objective, the complete motivation to create something that is remembered by all and forever.
How beautifully said. So, I wanted to ask you, like, if every business, every venture in the beginning has its own share of, challenges, barriers, obstacles, and every entrepreneur in the beginning and throughout the journey has to face such challenges and overcome them. That is how the journey actually succeeds and it becomes fruitful. So what were certain barriers or obstacles you faced in this entire journey of making Molyneux a success, and how did you overcome
I think the first, biggest, and the largest thing is when you are taking a leap, shifting from job to business.
it?
That decision itself is quite a challenge. It was not a big challenge for us because we were very sorted. We were really wanting to do this since long.
Right,
And once we decided, though initially the parents opposed, they always thought, after so much of education and stuff,
right,
ये काट वाट मत लगा लेना, ये क्या कर दिया, we spent our life making you educated and this is what you're doing. But finally, when we told them the concept, they agreed. Now the challenge was, to find a USP, to find something which, lacks. See, I'll give you a very small example. Normally, it happens that when you want to do something, it is always you see some success, you see a venture which is successful, immediately you'll say, oh, somebody is doing this, this has a lot of potential. I think let us also get into
right.
this.
So basically, everyone is doing one thing only altogether, and then there is nothing new coming in the market.
Absolutely. For example, so Naturals being the largest player in the ice cream industry in fruit flavors.
Right,
So when we were, focusing, it was always like that if we copy Naturals, we are always going to remain second to Naturals, right? In
right,
Jaipur.
right.
Of course, they are like a very old player, a lot of respect for them, but we will always be second to them, right? Why not do something which Naturals is not doing, do it differently? So my husband always used to say that if you want to win with Sachin Tendulkar, don't play cricket with him, play chess with him, right? So why do Sitafal? Why do coconut? Why do stuff that Naturals is? Now Naturals is the number one. Still there is Apsara. There are many more. Go
There are
Pure.
much
This
more coming up. Right,
they will always be remembered after Naturals.
right,
So we coconut Sitafal when we feel that yes, we can compete with them. Right now we are so small. If we
right.
do the same stuff that they're doing, people are going to compare. Thankfully, the compliment now that we get is like there are good places, two good places in Jaipur to eat ice creams. One is Naturals and the other is Molimu. It is not that, we are second. At least they treat us at par with them.
Yeah, right. That's fine.
To find that gap. And one more very important thing, when we were, working on this concept, people normally read the success stories that people have done this, we were looking for failures. We were looking for people who have got into ice cream industry and have failed in it. We
To
met
learn
a lot
from
of such.
the lessons they taught. Right. Makes sense.
And those failures will always tell you that don't get into this venture. It's a horrible venture. You are really going to fail very badly. It's a bad industry. They'll really demotivate you. So, to still have that strength and to do it was quite a challenge that, is it worth taking the risk or not? So those people, when we meet today, so it is quite a satisfying thing when they compliment you that in spite of all our warnings also, you moved ahead. So I think.
I mean, after all, entrepreneurship is all about taking a risk and, making
Absolutely.
it happen. Like you said it very well, Shweta. I really like your answer. And the smart observation was not to continue or learn from people who have made it in life, but like to learn from the failures that people have had. So it was a really smart move that you and your husband did, which I think is also a key behind the success, because you took everything that may have, caused a failure in that particular person's venture, and then you made sure that those problems don't occur in yours.
See, when you're not copying anybody, you need to have a lot of strength within yourself, because the options are not available. You don't know from where to scratch, right? You have to begin from the scratch. If health options are not available, you have to create them, and to create something actually from the beginning where there is no literature, there is no learning, there is nothing available on YouTube. So that requires a lot of effort. But then, yes, it is worth doing it. It gives you results.
Can you tell us some of the unique flavors that Mollymoo has, the range of flavors that Mollymoo has? Because I know one, while researching, I think I found that there's a whiskey flavored ice cream that you have.
Yes, we have Irish whiskey.
I had never heard about it, and the moment I read it in your bio, I was like, oh my god, was this even possible? How did they do it? So tell us some other unique flavors.
So today you ask my children or some other teenager, they don't want to go and have, some traditional Indian fruit flavors.
Yeah.
They're like, we need chocolates, we need whiskey, we need, flavors which are artisanal, like salted caramel, cookies and cream, red velvet. So, you need to have a combination. We go there as a family of 8 where there are grandparents, parents, children, cousins. So there has to be something for everybody. You can't say कि नहीं मैं इसकी खाऊंगा, मैं उसकी खाऊंगा. So you have a bucket of Indian flavors also, the combination of all. And apart from that, the concept was that, if you can sit over a cup of coffee, why can't you sit over a cup of ice cream? Why a nice, cool sitting cafe? Why it cannot be an ice cream mart? Why just scoops of ice cream? Why not Cold Stone sundaes, ice cream rolls, waffles, milkshakes, ice cream cakes, everything to do with ice cream? So you have an occasion, you want to celebrate, there is an ice cream cake available. Come have a party with your friends. You want to have a complete meal, there is a complete range of waffles. So waffle itself is a complete meal in itself. So create an ambience that it is a complete, reasonable, economical family outing, where you really enjoy.
Right. If you see people who love cold items like ice creams and, like you mentioned, sundaes, and so Mollymoo doesn't only have a range of flavors of ice cream, but a lot of different things associated with ice cream. Like she said, there are waffles, then there are sundaes, and so much more. So it is like your one-stop, yeah, exactly. You just go there once and you can have, like, you can come out with an entire family having their stomachs full of something really tasty as well as healthy.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Right. We cater to the hot menu also. Not for summers. There's a complete hot menu of brownies, mud pies, and waffles which are eaten hot. So there are people who want to have cold stuff. So some desserts in the cold, apart from the cold section. So makes a perfect combination for a family outing.
Yeah, like sometimes in a family, a person may not be someone who has a sweet tooth or who is really a fan of ice cream. So that person can have those hot stuff, that is the brownies and the mud pies. So see, a place for all.
Absolutely.
So Shweta, tell me, like at this point, because there has been this world pandemic and stuff like that. So at this point, what do you think are the factors that will help you achieve your business aspirations?
See, one very important thing is to reach the right audience. There has been a lot of effort that we have put in Jaipur. There has been a personal involvement. For example, we tied up with 60 schools in Jaipur, where where we taught them about good, quality stuff. So when you're eating a processed food, you really need to understand to get into a habit of reading the back of the pack. It is very simple. People still don't know that there is a category which is called frozen dessert, which is made with vegetable oil, and there is a category which is actually made with milk, and that is called ice cream. So all these brands that you eat, Quality Walls or Vadilal, they are frozen desserts. So you're surprised when you see that children are not even aware about it. So yeah, so that is the reason, you get something in 10 rupees. It is not something which is, the similar sort of thing, flavor, you're getting it in 70 rupees. There is something which is missing there. One very interesting thing I'll tell you about ice creams is, supposing you buy a scoop of ice cream or a brick of ice cream, it says 1 liter of brick and 510 grams, right? So when it is 510 grams, where is the rest 490 grams? We never question. You buy a scoop, it melts and it becomes half. What was there that has gone? So it is called the loading of the air. The more you load air in it, the more margins you earn. And the more fat it has. Because only if it is full in fat, it can become fluffy. Otherwise, it will not become fluffy. So we work on a very low overrun, which is like just 30% of air in comparison to 100% air that is loaded by others. So, and then, for example, we use vanilla ice cream. We make it with vanilla bean, which is like, thousands of rupees per kg. And in India, most of the places, they make it with vanilla essence, which is like 200 rupees for half a liter. So that's the difference. Have you ever eaten vanilla bean in your life?
No.
Because it's not available. People are not using. We are grown up with the flavor of vanilla essence.
I've only heard about vanilla essence. I mean, I'm hearing about vanilla bean for the first time from you. Also, about that frozen dessert and the difference between a frozen dessert and an ice cream. Which I'm sure, like me, a lot of people must not be aware about this, and they should be. A person should be aware about anything that they are consuming. And it's
absolutely.
And the thing you did was you targeted schools. So kids from a young age, they understand to be aware, that they get the awareness about these things, these consumable items that we eat on a daily basis, almost daily basis, but we are so unaware about. We have no knowledge about what we are eating.
So in schools, we never told them to read the Molimo ice cream back of the pack. It was, we took examples of real juice, we took examples of chocolate, dairy milk and Kit Kat, so that you understand what is cocoa butter and what is vegetable oil based compound chocolates. So they were not aware. So it was just having that education about back of the pack, get into the habit, so that even if you are consuming vegetable oil, you understand the quantity ki kitni cheezon mein din mein you are consuming.
Right. Very important for our health, and since this pandemic has made all of us aware about how careful we need to be with our lives and how we need to take care of our health, it's really amazing what you've done with kids at a young age, because that is when they have the most grasping and they are open to open to new thoughts and getting into newer habits. Like one such habit would be checking the content of everything they consume.
Absolutely.
So Shweta, how long has have you had Molimo working? You started in 2014?
2017 October we started our first outlet. Second was started by 2018 March. And by 2019 we were done with 4 outlets. So all other 3 outlets are franchisee outlets. And the first flagship store is what we started by ourselves. And after that, we also got into, the premium dessert and wedding counters for premium events. So we were catering in Jodhpur, Punjab, Jaipur, and few weddings in Gandhidham and Gujarat. So we were, going quite active on this wedding part, and then this COVID thing came. So then we yeah. So things were closed, but now, things are back to normal. Getting quite normal now. So now we are in the expansion mode.
And now people would be more fond of going to a parlor which provides you healthy ice cream instead of going to a parlor which provides you non-healthy ice cream. So
absolutely,
it's going to be a boon season soon.
So even during COVID times, thankfully, our sales were not so affected. because people had the trust in the brand, that we know that, the kind of stuff they are using. And one good part is that people made a lot of food stuff during this lockdown period, but somehow ice cream is not possible to make it at home. So we use constant queries, and that we are really missing and craving for Molimo. So it was a blessing actually for us.
Right. So, Shweta, tell me, how has this venture changed you as a person? I'm sure ये चालू करने के बाद ऐसे कुछ तो नई नई चीजें अपने आप में ही हुई होंगी. When you face the, like, and even in our lives, when we face an obstacle, we learn something, and there is a change that comes about in us personally. So what is such a change that has come in you after you started this venture?
See, on an outlook, if I just say that, though things I have been, very positive is not the right word to use these days, but yes, on a thought process, I have always been a person who trusts God and feels that works on a positive approach actually. But definitely, like each day, you really at times have to pull yourself out that no, I need to work more for more results. It really sounds very easy to be an entrepreneur. It sounds very exciting and interesting, but to sustain on those difficult days when you feel that you have put in a lot of effort and the kind of results you are wanting are not there, it is really hard and painful, and that is actually the time where most of the entrepreneurs give up. So having a good support as husband wife for each other, and a lot of support from family and friends, so where you feel that they're always there to tell you that what you are doing, please believe in it. Until today also, we are just believing in what we are doing, and we know that once it breaks, it is going to be like really all across. So just have trust in yourself. There is no end to difficulties. It sounds very nice when people tell you the success stories. Molimo has been a startup which has been successful from day one. They have created a change in the city and this and that. You take a lot of pride that you have created something which you really wanted to, but there's a long journey.
It was a sense of accomplishment when
yeah,
they come and tell you that they love the product of Molimo so much that it gives them a feeling of goodness, of even if it's a frozen product, it gives them a feeling of warmth, because that is what Molimo does for them. It is about their health as well as giving them the good taste.
Right.
So Shweta, what would be your message for the budding entrepreneurs out there? They have ideas, but they're just very scared to take the risk. So how would you give them some inspirational words of wisdom?
So see, there's no wisdom. We are still in that struggling phase of journey where we are also trying to put in our best and make the best out of it. But one thing is that don't copy somebody. It is always there that when you have an idea, just think for something unique. So normally whenever I meet somebody, in various organizations, and then they tell you that this is the work or the category that I am representing, I always say that if I have to represent you as a person to one of my friends or circles, what is the USP that I tell about you?
Right.
There has to be something that needs to be different, because we all have a lot of people in our contacts affair from where we are getting things done. What is there that you're doing differently that people will switch to you? There has to be a very, very strong reason for that, right? So please look for your USP. Do not take your client's feedback very lightly. If the customer is telling you that there is something wrong with your product, this is the thing that they are looking for or wanting, take it seriously. But do not also take too many advices. So when we started Molimo, we were selling such a large cafe, 1500 square feet cafe, and only ice creams. Why don't you add pizzas and pastas to it? Why don't you add something else to it? And it was like, you have to believe in yourself that something that we have created, it has to stand out. There are many other places for pizzas and pastas, and I don't want waffle and pizza smell intermingling in between. Right. The aura of waffle when you enter a cafe. So just believe in what you are doing and stick to it. Stay put. Nothing, a tree, a plant cannot become tree overnight.
Right.
It really takes long. So stay put, have confidence, things will change, and keep doing the right thing. Don't take shortcuts.
Right. That's a very good message, Shweta. Thank you. So, thank you for coming on KYE and talking to us, letting us know about your journey. It was amazing talking to you and getting to know about your journey. Such inspirational words. I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs out there, our viewers, would be inspired from your story. So, for the giveaway, guys, the question for the giveaway would be how many outlets of Molly Moo are currently there? And the answer is given by Shweta in the interview. If you've seen the interview entirely, you must be knowing the answer. Please give us your answers down in the comment box. And to all our viewers, we will be linking Molly Moo down in the description box. Please go and check it out. It's on Instagram. For everyone who's not based in Jaipur, I would suggest go and check it out on the social media sites. And everyone who is in Jaipur, do go and check out the healthiest and tastiest form of ice cream that's available there in your city. Thank you, Shweta, for coming, joining us here. It was great having you here with us.
Thanks for the opportunity, Sonal. Thank you so much. Take care and stay safe.
You too. Bye.
Okay.